Oh, there she is. Back is squatted a little bit right now, but I got so they are, I think, like 4-inch lift springs off the front of a WJ, and I used them on the back because the spring rates were pretty close. I think the WJ was a little bit firmer spring rate, but the should work good. It's still I mean, I could squeeze the coils just the same as the others, but we'll see how it rides. But yeah, it's squatted right now. I think the front should come down a bit once it starts getting moving, because every time I've been looking at it, like sitting here, it's usually sitting about there. You can see where the line and stuff is, but it's usually sitting about there, so it should come down about 1 inch in the front. I went, so I'm gonna test this out, and I've seen a lot of like Jeep, like JKs and all that, running a 3-link like this, where they just basically remove one of the upper arms. Can't even see in there, but probably there. Basically just remove one of the upper arms and run it as a 3-link. This gas tank was way in the way, so I've opted to try that out. I couldn't get it to rock back and forth, so I guess we'll see. We'll be able to feel if there's any axle wrap. Had to extend the link quite a bit, and had to cut that bracket because it didn't even give enough space for that to articulate. Oh, I had to cut that. None of this, well, it's kind of structural, but it's pretty flimsy. It's more just kind of a rock slider kind of thing for the rear. But anyway, I just cut a little bit of that off to give this clearance and to allow this to flex down more. So, yeah, it should be all right back here. I gotta get rid of it. Oh, I got the drive shaft to work, so I scooted the axle back a little bit, and I got the drive shaft to work. It's not at a terrible angle, actually, but I did talk to the guys over at Tom Woods, and since I use the stock flanges, it makes it easy to get a drive shaft. Front drive shaft. I talked to one company about that, and they don't want to do a double cardan shaft. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go with Tom Woods on that too. I wanted to save some money, but apparently not. But yeah, front drive shaft. I don't even have a flange on there yet. The guy who sold me that transfer case and that transmission that's over there, there were no flanges on them. So I had to pull the flange off the rear of the Commander 1, and I've got to find a 32 flange that'll fit that before I can even think about ordering a drive shaft, because I don't know what to give them for measurements. I don't want to use the JK one because it's a CV style flange, and I would rather use something, maybe like a U-joint flange or something that's easier to find junkyard shafts or something like that if needed. Right now, the cats are all off. I actually could drive it right now, but I'm not going to because there's no exhaust on it. Found that at the junkyard. It was off of a 4.7 WJ, and I was really hoping that that pipe would fit. But these are angled completely the wrong way, and the pipe is way smaller. It's like a 2-inch pipe. I think this pipe up here is like almost 3-inch, 2 and 3/4 or 3 inch or something like that. So that's not gonna work. So that's a waste of money. But yeah, cranked it up just to hear it, and it's loud as crap. But yeah, that is the almost completed project here. I'm ready to get it going and see how it drives. See where it's gonna sit once that settles down a little bit. I don't know if it doesn't settle down. I've got a spacer I can add to the back. I've got a 1-inch, 1.5-inch. Hell, I had a whole bunch of these damn rear spacers. I bought a bunch of them just to have flexibility, I guess. But she's looking good. Makes me want 37s, 38s, but I don't have the gearing for that. Dude I was talking to that has one of these, has a JK with the non-Rubicon JK. He's saying he's got 533 gears in it just to run 35s. So I don't know. I don't think he can fit much bigger. Or no, he's got four something, like it's like 488s or something like that. But I don't think you can fit much lower gearing in the 30, and I don't think they make them for the 8 1/4 in the back. Oh yeah, waiting on shocks. I had to get rid of the other shocks. They were too short. So I'm waiting on those. They should be here tomorrow. I got like 6-inch lifted F-150 rear shocks. So that'll give me plenty of trouble. But yeah, there's the update.